In this video, I'm going to do finding the exact values of sine of 2 theta and cosine of 2 theta given the following information. So if I have tangent of theta is negative 2 over 9, and I know it's in quadrant 2, so it's just telling me it's in quadrant 2. I know that I can draw a right triangle to help me. I know the 2 is the opposite side and the 9 is the adjacent side. So this is 9, but I'm going to say it's negative 9 because it's going in the negative direction. And I can say that the opposite side is 2, it's positive 2. And then to find the hypotenuse, I would do 2 squared plus 9 squared equals the hypotenuse squared. That's 4 plus 81 equals the hypotenuse squared. So the hypotenuse squared is 85. And then I know h is the square root of 85. So this is the square root of 85, and that's going to help me find all the information that I need. So I'm going to start by finding the basic trig ratios, and those are sine. I'm only going to need sine and cosine. So sine is going to be opposite over hypotenuse, which is 2 over the square root of 85. And cosine of theta is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse, which is negative 9 over the square root of 85. And then I'm going to ask myself just to make sure, should sine be positive? All students take calculus. Yes, sine should be positive in the second quadrant and cosine should be negative because it isn't sine. And so that's what I have, and that's good. And then for the double angles, I'm going to do sine of 2 theta is equal to, I know my trig identity says that's equal to 2 times sine of theta cosine of theta. And so I'm going to use the basic trig functions. I'm going to use the basic trig functions, sine of theta and cosine of theta and I'm just plugging it into that formula. So I have 2 times sine of theta is 2 over the square root of 85, and cosine of theta is negative 9 over the square root of 85. And this I'm going to change into a fraction, so I'm going to have this. I'm going to have in the numerator, I'm going to have 2 times 2, which is 4, 4 times negative 9, negative 36, all over the square root of 85 times this is the square root of 85, which is 85. And so sine of 2 theta, and I'm going to think, is there anything, 85 divided by 3, I'm sorry, 3, what am I saying? 85 divided by, where did I calculate? 85 divided by 5 is 17. Okay, no, there's nothing that I can simplify there, so that's sine of 2 theta. And then for cosine of 2 theta, I know I can rewrite that as 1 minus 2 sine squared of theta, or whatever you want. And this is going to be 1 minus 2 times, this is 2 over the square root of 85 squared. Do not forget to square it. Everyone forgets to square it. And I'm just going to write everything as a fraction so I don't forget. I'm going to do 1 over 1 minus, this is going to become, make sure you're doing the squaring first, 2 over 1 times 4 over 85. So this is 1 over 1 minus 8 over 85, which is equal to 85 over 85 minus 8 over 85, which is equal to 77 over 85. So cosine of 2 theta should be 77 over 85. And those are your answers.